So there it is, lights are out, a great start off the front row from the number 36, Nick Clark. Angela Charlotte there, also a good start as they get away all cleanly. I think they're all on Kawasaki machinery, so there's a few different options, but not many manufacturers make these machines anymore, so unable to be a production-based class moving forward, and no longer on our cards at NZSBK, but great to have 21 of them out there. Motorcycling Canterbury always have great numbers, and here we go with Angela Charlotte screaming down into what was formerly known as Pothole, now known as the Icon Corner. It's a pretty cool corner on these machines. Look at this battle there. There's a big swarm going through there. We're going to fly through this one here and go into the left-hander. Awesome hairpin here at Ruapuna. Just about have to stand the bike up still to get around there. A great little bike, sees 250 production, a great introduction class to New Zealand road racing. We've had some great 250 production champions over the years, and going back through the history of New Zealand road racing, it's always been a big flavour. So here we go, this one here, 6 laps on the cards here, and everyone away cleanly at the moment with the 250 production.
Yeah, keen to look out for this one for the Access Man sponsored racing here there at Carousel. Love the way this corner breaks away, just keeps on going. You've got to watch this one. In fact, we had some awesome CTAS coverage yesterday showing the back wheels drifting out on the bike as the guys put the power on. It's one of those corners where you can't put on too much because, of course, you then got to peel in here to the Southern Salvage S's and get yourself lined up. Look at that, a 2x2x2, a bit of a gap one and then a bit of bigger gap back. Then you got another swarm of 9 in there. How good's that when they're all bunched together? Down through the Aon dipper they go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm counting them as quick as they're going through that position. And that's the cool thing about something like 250 production. Nobody's got an extra bike. Nobody's got a checkbook. There's nothing different about these machines other than the slight variations that the riders might have in setup, but they're all the same engine and controlled. They're all got controlled tyres as well. It's production-based racing, and it's, of course, these bikes were on the streets of Canterbury for many years before they've been turned into a road race bike. No doubt. Look at that between them. Oh, nothing there, nothing there. Milliseconds as we count them back. That's so good to watch Simon and Angela on the podium yesterday. The margin, by the way, it's 25 1,000s. That's .025. Nothing in that one. Fantastic to watch. So close together like that. And it's Angela. Watch the superstar and Angela Charlotte. She's out there and hanging on for the second. Simon joined her on the podium yesterday, so those two were there. But looking out as well for Sam Guthrie. Young Sam was in there. He just faded back a little bit yesterday. Blair Robinson, who's back and forth at the moment, he was the other one to be on that podium. So look out for the number 33 to join him, along with then Jaden Scott from the Scott family, who put so much in behind our sport. So cool to see. This is Motorcycling Canterbury at its best with 250 production racing brought to us by Access Man.
Yeah, Simon Lawrence led across the line. Angela Charlotte, Sam Guthrie. That's your top 3. Blair Robertson, Jaden Scott, and Nick Clark's the man up in 6th place. We've got Brendan Booth, Ollie Cotton, the young man in there in 8th place as well. So 21 entries all out there on the lead lap at the moment, and hammer and tongs through this one here, through the Fulton Hogan flowing S's, and then breaking hard for the Christchurch Casino Carousel. Our race leaders are doing a good job at the moment. There's a decent amount of guys that can win this race at the moment, and great to have former 3NZ Angela Charlotte showing these guys a few lines. Very neat and tidy, accurate rider, so good to watch this one here as we see that one. There's 4 of them out in the lead group there fighting it out. There's another 4-pack in behind them, 2 lots of 4, so 8 guys that can easily win this race here. We've still got a massive 5 laps to go, and then we go back, and then there's another train coming through into the Aon dipper as well. This is going to be all on, and this is just a support class on our program, so this is thick and fast action from Motorcycling Canterbury in the Underground Brown round 1 of the New Zealand Superbike Championships here at NZSBK. They're screaming down onto the front straight, and all about the slipstream. There's not much horsepower involved with these bikes, only about 30-odd horsepower when they come out from the factory, and all-important race from the slipstream as they go side to side. It was 25 thousandths of a second when they crossed the line last time here. We'll have a look, and it's down to 3 1,000ths of a second, so oh my word, frantic stuff and brilliant stuff. Blair Robinson up into 3rd place now, and he locks the fastest time, so he's a 1:54.1. So all of those in the top 4 were all in the 1:54s last time around, but it's Blair on the move. He's up into 3rd place now, and starting to put on some pressure in these podium places. Angela Charlotte leads ahead of Simon Lawrence. Blair Robinson up into 3rd, and Samuel Guthrie, the one in 4th place there. So this is good, and we've still got 4 laps to go.
Well, there you are, the top two just fighting it out in a beautiful slipstream then by Angela. She got the advantage, but there she is sitting back there in second. Look at that, and the push coming from Sam there as well. Good to watch. So that group that we had before, the 7 of them, just a little bit of a gap starting to develop and spread them out. But, hey, still good, really. It's sort of a jewel, and a bit of a space, and then another jewel back there. So 5th place, a little bit lonely, but the rest to fight it out. And look at them chopping and changing and cutting down on the inside. This is a cool corner here in a 250 production class like this. You can just hold this. You can hold it. It's one class of bike where you can just hold the power through there and get every bit of advantage. And late braking, who's going to touch the brakes? Who wants to? Who doesn't want to? As they come into that corner and get the advantage. See that? Look at the swing out wide. Might be a change for the second, is it? Yeah, straight in there. Beautiful. Cut on the inside. Can't get any better than that. Poor Angela cut there to 3rd place. So starting to do those demon overtaking manoeuvres. How cool was that for the Mega Motorcycle Centre race team? Wicked to watch. And that's what you love about our sport. Sweeping wide on the approach to the Southern Salvage S's. That meant when you went into the left-hander, she could just peel down on the inside and get through there. Awesome to watch, Brad.
Yeah, this is good. This is good. The lead's changed about 7 times on this lap, and it's now with Brett Robinson. He's going to lead, and the more toing and froing in behind him is going to play into his hands. So the number 33 was the fastest man on track last time around. This time goes quicker again. So 1:53.509. It's the first man in the 53s. But Angela up into 2nd place with Simon Lawrence there into 3rd. So a big shake-up in the top 3, but we've got moves going on into turn number 1. It's brilliant. So Angela had a little look at the inside, couldn't quite get the move done. So Blair, keeps a hold of that one there as we fly through the Liquid Molly straight. This is so good to see. As the front two just sort of breaking away. We've got action aplenty. And 250 production racing here. Thanks to Access Man bringing us this one here. Angela Charlotte has got the bit between the teeth. Definitely hard charging. She loves this part here, the Fulton Hogan Eastern. So watch through here. See if she can get right on the back wheel and drive through there. But there's still anywhere up to 7 or 8 that can win this race from here. We've still got 2.5 odd laps to go. And look at Anne, just loves this part of the track. It's right on the back wheel. Maybe having a little look into the Christchurch Casino Carousel. This is all on here. 250 production racing, just a support class on our program. Not going to be yet the other rounds of NZSBK. So this one here is a real treat for us, and we're still halfway through this one. But certainly no way is this one done for. We've got Blair Robinson leading, Angela Charlotte, and then we go back to more of the action in behind there as we keep an update. Simon Lawrence, Samuel Guthrie, Brendan Booth's the one up in 5th place with Nick Clark and Ollie Cotton. Jaden Scott now in 8th place with Dan Clark and Jordan McGimsey. Neville Guthrie there in 11th, Brendan Cotton rounding out our top 12 runners on track at the moment, and this is going to be good.
And Neville's granddad as well, by the way, to Sam, who's up there in that group in the front. So how good's that? 3 generations with Neville, granddad, father Shannon, and there's Samuel doing the riding as well. I reckon that is so cool. So well done. 3 generations, folks, out in the one group of racing. Got to love it here with our 250 production. Hey, I want to just point out that due to the resource consents of Timaru and the Levels Raceway next weekend, there is no support class. That's the time constraint brought around by the number of hours that they can race on the circuit. But for example, when we go to Hampton Downs, the Auckland Motorcycle Club, they have Post Classics as their support class. Unsure what we're going to have for the Hamilton Club at Taupo for that final round on the 10th of March, but each club is allowed 1 support class, and so it'll be great to see what is shown. And I know with the club in the past, we've actually had Supermoto, which is those modified motocross bikes, so could potentially be a good class to have added to that. So look out at each round for that one, sort of like a wild card in some ways, something different, a support classing. And Brad, it's still happening out in front.
Oh, this is all on. This lead changed about 3 times in 2 corners. It's brilliant. Anne's just got the slipstream down the front straight, led out of turn 1, but then Blair answered straight back. Anne just having a little look up the inside on the left-hander, can't be done. So chasing through the Fulton Hogan S's. Yeah, this is all on. We've got 2 laps to go, and this is going to be brilliant. So have a look at this one here, because leading out of the final corner is definitely not what you want to be doing with that white flag out. So keep an eye on this one, Blair. He was a 1:52.2 last time around, so the front 2, him and Angela, have dropped the hammer. They are gone, both in the 1:52s. There was 0.5 of a second when they crossed the line. There's less than that on track now. It's only about 8 or 9 bike lengths. Then we go back to some great racing. There's 4-way train trying to battle out for the minor money on the podium. We've also got a pretty good ride there in 3rd place as well. So we've got 2 down in the left-hander. So we've gone to a red flag. We've got 2 down the left-hander, and we've gone to a red flag. So that one there will be declared. Bit of drama there in the left-hander. Both riders look up and okay. So walking away from the bikes there. And we're going to a red flag, so we'll keep this updated when we know more. But that's definitely well and truly the 66% completed. So the result will be declared, and it'll be a win for Blair Robinson ahead of Angela Charlotte. Go back to Simon Lawrence, Sam Guthrie, Brendan Booth, and Nick Clark. We've got Ollie Cotton, Jaden Scott, Neville Guthrie, and Dan Clark, our top 10. So that's our one there. Blair Robinson, Angela Charlotte. 1-2, and that was going to be good. So the white flag was ready and waiting. We won't get there in the end, but that is in the books with Simon Lawrence, the last one on the podium. So awesome stuff. 250 production, all local Canterbury riders, and I think it Access Man for that one there. So that's race 2 for the 250 production. They get one more race later on today as we're getting geared up for the big one. We'll cross to Neil when he gets down the stairs. Just holding up the riders there. Both riders look A-OK. They were up and okay, self-recovering their bikes, so brilliant stuff. But with 21 on track, hammer and tongs out there, it was a bit of frantic pace. So look at this day. The sun's just on a poke through the clouds. A good crowd coming in at Mike Perro Motorsport Park here at Ruapuna for the first round of NZSBK, the New Zealand Superbike Championships. Thank you to Underground Brown, our sponsoring partner for round number 1. They do so much for motorcycling Canterbury and a lot for New Zealand road racing. Thank you to Tony and Vicky Brown. From Underground Brown, bringing us this action here. We're going to cross down to Neil, who's got our awesome Mac Media NZSBK 2021 sign, and he'll have the podium there coming up. Blair Robinson, Angela Charlotte, and Simon Lawrence, our 250 race 2 podium.
Just quickly there at the moment, quickly there for our other combos. Where are we with Blair?
Yeah, Blair's just over there, right at the back. What's the number?
33, 38. So quickly just making a call for 33, 38, guys, here on the podium. Thank you, 33, 38. ASAP, guys. Angela's lined up. We could easily move her over and take the photo here with the number 1, but it will do a slight injustice. So, yeah, thank you. Here we are. Here's Simon on the move. So, good to see. Beautiful. Good work. Good work. Just hoping to see that we get all of it. So what happened, of course, being a red flag, the riders have quickly gone back to the pits, just making sure. Oh, we have. Oh, this is good news. Good news. Well done. Well done. So an opportunity to get all the crew here this time. So nice to see. All right, taking on our 38 here for the moment for Simon. First of all, a bit of a change around yesterday, Simon. But, man, you guys have got to work for that. What a cool bunch at the front of the field.
Yeah, it's a competitive bunch at the front, eh? There's you know, no mistakes can be made, or else they pull a gap on you, and then that's it. So you've got to be on your A game. You've got to be right on their tail. Otherwise, they pull a gap, and that's your race gone. So it's hard work.
Oh, exactly. That's what I'm just about to say, because people can sort of see the pant in your voices. You guys have got to make those bikes work as well. So it's not as if you're just going for a free ride.
No, you've got to thrash them. Yeah, you've really got to give them some work to get these 250s around this track. Yeah.
All right, what about that lady, Angela? You've got to watch out. Have you got to be polite to a lady, or is she just treated like the other blokes?
No, she's one of the boys. We give as good as we get, and she definitely gives. So, yeah. No, it's tight racing. It's really good, and you know, we've been battling at all the club races all year, and it's no different here.
Yeah, well done. Lovely words. Well done for the respect of it. Where's the Angela Charlotte fan club out there, eh? Yeah. Awesome to see. Angela, they catch you, and then you just fight back even harder. It seems every time they might want to overtake you, you just seem to be able to just push and push and push and get it back again. How's it out there?
Oh, it's pretty epic, eh? I really enjoyed, or have been enjoying it, and you know, you don't want to make a girl mad, eh? I just fight back as harder, you know?
Yeah, we can see by the bruises on Dennis, that's what you're doing to these guys.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, I can't let them get away on me. I've just got to, you know, keep chipping away and stick with them, and, you know, we can get there.
Yeah, can indeed. All right, from a racing point of view, there was a bigger group of you this time. It just wasn't the 3 that you'd broken away yesterday. So there's 7 in that group. Does any one of the 7 can be up there with you guys?
Okay, I didn't know how many of us were there, and all I saw was these 2, and I was like, okay, yep, that's game on, and just got to try and keep your nose in front and you know, just focus, and yeah.
Yesterday, a false neutral, no problems with the bike today?
Oh, a couple on the first lap coming down here, and that's where Simon got past me. I was just revving out. I don't know what happened, but yeah, he did the same actually coming out of the dipper. That's how I got past him as well. So yeah, we're all having a little issues.
Great to see. All right, it's all part of the sport, all part of the sports. Back here at the moment with our main man, and certainly, what are you going to say on that one? Because, man, you had to work that time, Blair.
I did. That was hard work. A good race, though. Had to work up from the back of the field again to 3rd and sat behind Ange and Simon, just picked my moment, and they sort of had a bit of a dice, and I was able to get through, so that worked out really well.
All right, when Angela didn't know the bunch going on behind us, as you came across the line here at the end of lap number 1, you were back in 4th place, so, man, you had some work to do.
I did, yeah. I got a shocking start again, so I need to work on that later on this afternoon, but yeah, managed to pick my way through and just sat behind these 2, like I said, and picked my moment, and luckily held the lead until the red flag came out.
It's sort of almost like it's a pity we can only get the 3 of you up here, because all 7 of you in particular in that group deserve credit, because you stayed together as a whole bunch all the way.
Yeah, it's a really close class. That's the beauty of it. You got to ride this thing so hard to get a result, and like I say, there's 7 guys right there that could win the race. So when you get a result, it's awesome. I've just got to thank Jeff Kane for letting me borrow his bike for the weekend too. So thanks a lot.
Just you return it to him, one lady owner?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. I'll give it a wash before I give it back too.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, what a courteous thing. There you go. That's people sharing bikes here in Canterbury. How good is this, folks? 250 production racing. It's a class from yesteryear. It's where we've seen Simon Crowfer, Aaron Slight, and many of our other credits and heroes, Grant Ramage and Johnny Hepburn. The list goes on, and it still lives today. Although the manufacturers make bigger bikes, it's neat to have this 250 lineup. Well done to MCI for supporting it. Part of our sponsorship with Underground Brown, proud to be local sponsors, along with Pirelli, power is nothing without control, Mac Media, Aon Insurance, and we love them, Sky Sport Next. We're sending this to the world and hope you're enjoying it. Motorcycle racing in New Zealand, NZSBK 2021. Bring it on.